Hello, my name is Vicki LaRoe from Create and Adorn. I'm so excited to be bringing you these videos each week, sharing our newest products and latest designs. If we are just meeting, again, my name is Vicki LaRoe. I used to own a big, beautiful bead store in Tacoma, Washington called The Bead Factory for 25 years. And in 2019, I launched an online platform, createandadorn.com, to be able to bring those same high quality jewelry making products to the internet and also take our classes and turn them into kits. And so now they're available to everyone. And through these weekly videos, I want to be able to share new product as we're getting it in, some new designs that I've made using that product, and then also each week have at least 2 new kits that you can order on our website that would have all the instructions, and then some of them have video tutorials as well. And I'll talk a little bit about the ordering info and all that kind of towards the end of it so that I can share all the fun, good stuff up front. So like I mentioned, these videos are really to share new inventory that I'm getting in. So we're just still building our website, and so I'm excited to be able to share some of it kind of up close this way, and then show you some new designs that I've made, as well as then new kits that are available. And we also have a membership subscription service that I'll talk about too again at the end. But what's kind of cool about it is that our members automatically get the instruction sheet for these kits free every weekend in their inbox. And so that's really cool. And again, I'll talk about that at the end. So if you're not interested in that kind of stuff, you can cut out early. But as far as actual techniques and intricate how-to, those will be in the video tutorials that come with the kits, with some of the kits. In these videos, I'll show you maybe some quick techniques and up-close design elements, just in the interest of time. But then we'll also have separate videos just for specific wire techniques or pearl knotting techniques and things like that. These videos are just for fun sharing, so I am excited to get started. One of our most popular products, hands down, has always been chain. Right, beautiful modern fashion chain. And we've carried sterling and gold field chain in the past, but this is not. This is plated chain in silver and gold and gunmetal that's plated over brass. There's no lead, nickel, or zinc in any of it, which are typically the chemicals that people are sensitive to. But also the quality is superb. They're all manufactured here in the US. And so it's a very heavy plate, heavy, durable chain. And so the quality has always really been superb, and I've just enjoyed making so many cool designs with them. And so I've got in 8 new styles, and most of them are really cohesive, so they could be used together in different designs that I'm going to show you in a second. These first chains are all pretty lightweight, kind of delicate looking chains. Perfect for a pendant, like to showcase a beautiful pendant, like I'm going to show you here in a second. But instead of just being like a simple plain chain, these are light and delicate, but all of them have really intricate, beautiful designs and texture to them. So they're much more interesting than your typical little chain. And because all chain like this that's sold by the foot is generally more expensive the heavier it is, these chains are lightweight, so they're still affordable, but they're also really pretty and intricate. So you get more bang for your buck. You're getting more impact in the look, but it's less expensive. All these that I'm showing you are anywhere between, right now, $1.95 to $3.50 a foot, and that's it. And I should mention too, the 2 kits I'm going to show you soon, depending on when you're watching this, might not be available anymore because our kits are all limited quantities. However, the instruction sheets, the handouts that we make that go with each kit that has all the instructions and step-by-step directions there, those will be available on our website to purchase separately. A lot of the kits I'm trying to make use product that you may have at home in your own bead arsenal, or that you can find somewhere that could work. And also the pieces that I have as kits, the individual pieces are, a lot of them are sold separately as well. And so if you already had some of it, you could purchase just the findings or just the chain or whatever. So you definitely don't have to get the kit if you have a lot of this stuff. And so we want to give a lot of different options, like I was mentioning. So I'm going to show you first some of the designs that are on some existing pendants that I have. And we'll make a little bit of room here. I'm going to tip the camera down so you can see a few of them, and I'm going to go through them and show you them. These styles are all available in silver, a high bright silver, or gold, or a gunmetal, which is like a dark gray, almost black color, but not quite, dark gray. And the reason why is those colors blend beautifully together. Gunmetal works great with silver or with gold. So let me just show you a few of them. I'm going to tip the camera down a little bit. Hopefully this will work to kind of show you some up close. So, oh, you can't see the pendant as much, but this beautiful little chain has like little mirrors, called like a mirror float. That it's just really darling and offsets this pendant really well. I'm going to pick them up and put them against a pad that will give you like a background. That may be a little easier. Okay, boop. So there's like this is a beautiful lucite pendant, which we will definitely do in the future as well. But the chain is really beautiful, right? Lots of sparkle for being a really lightweight design. This next one, let me get it out of the pad, is also lightweight. It's just a little ball float. So instead of like a beaded or ball chain, this one has those, but they're kind of floated between a woven chain, which I think is really complementary to this little lucite pendant. And then both of these have a beautiful kind of, it looks almost like a twisted rope at first, but it's not. It's a really beautiful kind of fine textured rope that's just still has kind of an open weave to it that I think is really, really beautiful. And there's just another little one. And I like to do really interesting bails on top. So with this piece of turquoise, I just knotted the chain around the loop to make the little bail. And then on this lucite pendant, we did a loop chain with the ball chain there that I think is really pretty. Okay, so let me move on to my next tray. Scoot those. And so let me pick up a couple of these maybe. So these are one of the ones that are like only a whoopsie now, and they're all falling all over. One thing I'm going to try not to do in these videos for the interest of time is edit. So I apologize while I'm trying to get them all new. But this have kind of an open link. But this is a good example of like a lightweight chain that's fairly inexpensive, but it's still a lovely flat oval that gives you a lot of sparkle for what it is. And all these are available in silver, gunmetal, and gold, even if I don't have all those colors right here. And then this looks like a rope maybe from first glance, but it's not. It's a link, a small link that's textured. Each link is textured and really, really gorgeous. And so these also just kind of sparkle as you use them. I think are really, really fun to use. I'm going to move this one out of the way. So one of our new kits uses quite a few of the chains. And whoops, you see? Oh, fun. Okay. And this is our trio chain. And all I've done is use 3 different ones here. And for like good up close pictures of these are all on our website, if you can, so you can see the texture really, really up close, better than here maybe. But that's that little textured link we just looked at. And then this has a floating little mirror one we also looked at. But then this has a little bar, I call it a bar weave, but the little bar is really sparkly and really pretty. And that's it. I just mix those together. The back is a cone finish. So all three of them just go into a cone, and it's 2 feet of each of them. And so any of these styles that I'm showing you could be mixed together to do this really very simply. And it's a lovely, classic, neutral look that would work, with just about anything. That's very easy to make. And again, these chains are pretty inexpensive, and that's only 2 feet of each of them. And so it's less than like $15 for the chain. This is the gold. This has that same kind of bar chain, and also then a ball chain. We also have a ball chain we're using. And then that little textured link again in the cone finish in the end. So in the gold and then the gunmetal. So beautiful classic designs that I think are really fun. So that chain trio is one of the new kits. The silver one there. And then the other one I just made a really beautiful kind of fun pendant. So you can use any of the chains, of course, to hang it from, but the pendant itself, I can see it close up, is, we're going to call it our Moon Glow pendant. And I'm using a lovely vintage lucite bead, and then just layering some caps into a ball chain tassel. And this is available as a kit, but all the little pieces are available individually as well, and you can just do the chain. So if you loved the big earrings, you could purchase 2 of the kits and make it into an earring too. So you could do a nice big earring like that. You might want to cut the chain a little bit shorter if it was going to be an earring, but that's up to you. But I just think that's a really beautiful, beautiful pendant. And like I mentioned, I don't have time to do the actual techniques, but I did want to show a couple things, like how these finish off. So let's use, I've got my little tray here ready to go. And so these textured chains that don't have an open, and you can't see me and you can't see the product, that don't have an open link at the back, you can use those tiny crimps. It's called the 1 millimeter crimp that would just go on the very, very end of the chain. So you'd cut the chain to the exact length, and then the little crimps on the very end, and then you could hook any kind of clasp you want in the back. That's one way to work with them. Another way is to use a wire wrap. So here's a pretty little necklace we did using that beautiful kind of twisted texture. And instead of that crimp end, if you use the very last link, when you cut this, it's open enough to put a 24 gauge wire and do a wire wrapped finish on the end, which is really pretty. So you could do either types of finishes with those depending on what the design was. So something like the little that trio, we need to finish with those ends. I'm going to just show you another one. Right, so here's that floating ball chain in the silver, which is really, really pretty. And then that finishes with the silver crimp ends. So I just want you to be able to see it. And the tutorials on how to actually finish with those are, again, in the handouts and things. And of those kits, the pendant is $18.50. That, like I said, includes all the materials to make one, the instruction sheet, and and a possible an option for a video tutorial how-to is included with it as well. I'll talk about that again at the end. And then the chain trio one is $28.50. That includes, again, all the materials and instructions and the video option. I'll include a discount code at the end of this video as well. So, but one other thing I wanted to show besides the finish on there is for that pendant, for this little pendant, we'll bring her over here as the earring. I just like stacking the spacers. So here's a little bowl of caps and spacers, and this is a ball head pin. Right, so there's a little ball head pin, and if you didn't have a ball head pin, you can use a regular head pin and just put a small round bead on. We have all those spacers on our website as well. But I'm just going to string on, and I know I'm kind of far away from the camera here, but I'm stringing on small spacer, then a 8mm cap, a 12mm cap, bigger one, the bead. So there's that lucite bead on the bottom of that. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm finishing it with another large cap, bigger one. And then I'm not mimicking the other side because that's too matchy-matchy for me. But I am doing a different cap and then another little kind of flat spacer on top. But that's such a pretty way to decorate any of your beads, I think, is stacking the caps and the spacers. And we have all these individual caps and spacers on our website. And they're very inexpensive. Those are pewter. So they're sold in little packages of 10 for, I think most of them are $2.50 or something or less. So they're pretty inexpensive. And they'll make it really fun. I'm just moving these out of the way. Way to decorate any bead. So the only other chain, there's those 7 styles. The other chain I got in is not a small, delicate one. It's this larger textured link. Then I'll just show you a few pieces of it. No, I'll have to hold it up this way, maybe. That's so pretty. It's a large textured link that I use as a jump ring. So it is beautiful chain on its own, but I love using it as jump rings wherever the ring has to be visible. So something like on this little necklace on the dangle, where I've dangled 2 little moonstones, I've used just one of those links as like the bail or the way to hang it off there, just for something pretty. At the end of this bracelet, let me do up the ends. So anywhere the jump ring is going to be visible, so here's this bracelet, and the clasp is visible. So instead of using jump rings right where the clasp is, I just used 2 of those little textured ovals. There, that's the same thing that's used, if you can kind of see it here. I've used the gunmetal ones for the top of the earring there, so that it can hook right on the earring wire. So I just think those are really, really fun. And I use them all the time, again, anytime that it's going to be visible. Another thing that we did with the textured links, is the little necklace I have on. I've used the ends, maybe we'll just take it off. And you can do this with any of the chains, but this little textured one is pretty. And these little sterling dragonflies are coming in very soon. We had them made. But I'm just getting it kind of straight here. So they're hanging from the ends, but let me move them out of the way. But see this section here? That's just 1 inch of each one. An inch of one in sterling or silver and an inch of one in the gunmetal. And then they're looped around to make a little loop. They're looped into each other, so they're interlocking. And then we've done a wire wrap in to connect them. And those little dragonflies are the size that's coming in. That'd be a cute little earring, kind of like that as well. And any of these links, pretty much any of them, we'll do that by just using the very last link. Okay, I think that is about it. We've got 8 new styles, and the kits are available online in a very limited amount. However, you can also just purchase the instructions. Our members get the instructions free automatically in their inbox each week. This is one we're doing next week. These will be available in their inbox each week for free, at least 2 of them. And tell a little bit about our members now that we're at the end, our little membership. So if you're not interested, you can cut out. If you want to purchase any of the products, there's a discount code in the description, but it's just launch 10, and that gets you 10% off your entire order, and it's free shipping for any order over $20. All of our, I just want to mention too, all of our kits are our own in-house designs. You won't find these designs anywhere else. I design them all myself. Anytime that I use a design that was maybe inspired by another designer or something I saw at a department store, I'll happily mention it, because I'm trying to show people how they can get the same look from Cartier themselves, right? I'm happy to share when I've ever inspired for design. But otherwise, all these are strictly our own designs, so you wouldn't find them anywhere else, including the instructions. The membership that we have is a monthly subscription. It's $15 a month, and you do get a free month when you sign up. You get 2 of the handouts for the kits we talked about today, the trio and the pendant. Our members will get the handout sheet automatically in their inbox. They'll also get 20% off their order instead of 10. And with any of the kits that they order, they'll get the video instructions. So those only go to the members for the exact video with how to put all that together. And you can purchase anyone can purchase the kit. You can get 10% off. Anyone can purchase the handout separately without purchasing the kit. All the handouts individually are $7.50. They basically take the place of a $35 class. They include all the materials we use, step-by-step instructions, design tips and tricks to help you. And so each weekend a member is getting $15 in just the handouts for free, or over a case of a month, $60 in just the handouts automatically for free. Again, saving 20% and getting free shipping over $20 and getting the video tutorial. When you sign up, it's $30 for the first 90 days. So you're getting 1 month free. And then on the 4th month, it starts charging $15 a month. You can cancel anytime. You can cancel after that. So it's just an option. It's definitely not a have to. It's available to everyone. And I'm excited to continue bringing these to you. Thank you for tolerating me kind of clumsily, that's not even a word, clumsily going through our first video here today, but I sure appreciate your patience. And I'm excited to keep bringing you new designs. These will all be on createadorn.com. The videos will be on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, I always want you all to just go out there and sparkle brightly like the star you are. Thank you.